Container Gardening. This is a great container gardening book. I'm going to lift it up some more so you can see. By Paul Williams. I find that there are a variety of herbs and plants that you don't want to put in your garden because I learned they are invasive. I recently learned that mint is a very invasive plant, and you do not want to put that in your garden. You want to put that in a container. So this book is a very helpful book in helping you to learn about those things. This is, oh, and I also got this off the bargain section. It was $7.95 at Barnes and Nobles in the bargain section. I love deals. I love sales. Everything I buy is on clearance. So I'm frugal or budget conscious, whatever you want to call it. Okay, this other book, Container Gardening, I also found this very helpful, and I'll hold it up so you can see the title, by Stephanie Donaldson. This book is very, very helpful. And again, it talks about window box gardening and so many other helpful and useful things. And the last book, because I'm running out of time, is the Herb and Spice book. I brought this on clearance for $4.95, but I would pay full price for this book. There are very few things in life that I, Lillian, am willing to pay full price for. This is well worth the money. They had this on clearance, so I feel like this was a blessing and a gift for me. But this Herb and Spice book, I absolutely love this book. Out of all the books, if you're going to get two, these are the two. If you get this book and this book, and you pay full price for them, it will be well worth the money. The other ones were nice to have, and they were a deal because I got them on clearance and I got them on bargain. But these two books here, I'll pay full price for them, and I pay full price for very little. Okay, back to the Herb and Spice Companion and why I love this book. This book is great because it talks about every herb and spice known to man. Not only does it talk about the culinary uses for herbs and spices, but it talks about the medicinal uses for spices, the cosmetic uses for spices. And also, it really gets back to the way our grandmothers and grandfathers used to use herbs and spices to treat illness and ailments. For instance, ladies, sometimes when our monthly cycles come, we experience cramps. And this book talked about using chamomile as a good thing to use besides Tylenol and Advil. So I was able to use that chamomile, and it helped wonderful. I mean, it was great, and it was natural, and it was organic, and I didn't have to put the chemical of Tylenol in my body. Even though I do keep Tylenol in the house, this was the better alternative. And it talks about lavender and aloe vera, and it's very helpful also and for me knowing which seeds to buy. Which seeds do I want to have in my emergency preparedness stockpile and for my family emergency plan. So this Herb and Spice companion book by Marcus A. Webb and Richard Craze. I'm going to move it up closer so you can see. This is well worth the money if you buy it at full price. So those are my short books that I have on gardening. Now I want to talk to you about some of the websites or YouTube channels that I found that I subscribe to because I found them to be very helpful for a newbie gardener, someone starting out brand new. The first website is the first YouTube channel, is called Grow Organic. That's and it's by Peaceful Valley, and it's a lovely lady on there. She has great, wonderful YouTube videos. I watch every single video she puts out. I've subscribed to her. She talks about organic gardening, pesticides. I remember one of her videos talked about caring for your fruit trees. She is absolutely wonderful. I love her. And you're going to see in the annotation in the notes down there, I'll put the website, and I'll also put it in the link below. So that's the first YouTube channel, Grow Organic, just GROW Organic. And then the other channel I have loved to watch is called Grow Your Greens. Um, this gentleman, he basically ripped up his entire front yard and backyard and planted planter boxes. And he really does a great job of explaining how to grow your own food and be self-sufficient in your gardening in the foods you eat. So those are two of the really great YouTube channels that I can think of offhand. Oh, one more, Garden Girl TV. Um, Garden Girl TV, she's really a urban homesteader. She hails from Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken, and she now lives in Boston. And she has rabbits and chicken. She does a segment on spinning where you see her shear a rabbit and use the wool, I don't want to call it wool, but the fur from the rabbit to spin yarn, which she then took and made into a baby cap. And, you know, she talks about her chicken, and she built these cages and put them right over her garden beds for her chickens to fertilize the soil. And so she also has a pond in her backyard where she eats the fish that she grows in her pond in her backyard. I'm not on that level yet. I'm just getting started with gardening. I haven't got to the point where I can get to the chickens and the fish yet, but as I learn and I become more familiar with urban homesteading, I hope to get to that point so that I can continue to grow in my self-reliance and my self-sufficiency. And that's also part of my move, is that a lot of things I want to do, I cannot do in this house that I'm currently in, living in the city, the urban jungle of St. Paul. So when I move, I'm going to share a lot more videos on my gardening, and I'm also going to show me building the square foot boxes. I'm going to go to whatever the local lumber store is down there, and or local home gardening store, and I'm going to buy the 4x4s or the 2x4s and the material that I need to build my square foot gardens, and I'm going to build them myself, and I'm going to videotape that process so that you can learn with me. So those are the reference books, and those are the YouTube channels that I have found that have been helpful to me so far in learning how to home garden. So I'm going to cut this video off because I can see I'm running out of time, but I want to thank you for watching another video. Again, my goal is to share my experience as I continue on my journey and quest to become more self-sufficient and self-reliant and build my family emergency preparedness plan, which I tell all my clients that attend my prep webinars will never be done. There's always something you can do. There's always something you can learn. And right now I'm in the process of learning how to garden and grow my own food. So after the move and after we get settled down in Georgia, you'll see more videos on the actual gardening process. So bye for now, and thanks for watching another Providing Resources for Emergency Preparedness YouTube channel video. Talk to you again soon.